Okay, hello everyone. My name is Laquan Williams, and today in this video, I'm going to be doing my review for the most recent episode of The Flash. It aired last night on May 4th, 2022. The episode is called Death Falls. It's the 8th episode. It's the 12th episode. It's season 8, episode 12. Next week, the next episode will be season 8, episode 13. The title of that episode is called Funeral for a Friend. It's continuing off where the whole entire team, aka Team Flash, left off in this week's episode, which, like I said again, aired yesterday on May 4th, 2022. Killer Frost unfortunately died. She was killed by Deathstorm. While she tried to absorb her power and call herself and become Hellfrost, she she obviously thought she won. We all did, unfortunately. But like what happened and what we saw, the fact of the matter is she was too powerful for Deathstorm, and everybody on the team obviously can't beat him. Barry can't, unfortunately, either. I don't know what they're going to do to stop him, how they're going to. But when she absorbed his energy and his life force, she did so easily. Obviously, after that, she said, "Oh, this is easy. It's a piece of cake. I'll be okay." She didn't want help from anybody, including Chillbane, aka Mark, who is surprisingly back on the show now. He, after being gone for so many episodes, I don't know why the character's still on the show, but Sue Dearborn's gotten like 4 extra episodes of screen time, but she hasn't been doing anything but basically consoling Iris and telling her you can go shopping and eat food in order to forget that the fact that you're fading through time and you're going to be erased from existence. So essentially, what we saw obviously is Deathstorm attacked the whole entire team, aka Robbie Raymond, the evil version of him, his doppelganger. He attacked the whole team. He used their grief against them with the death of their loved ones and their family members to do that, people who are dead. And also, he showed um, Captain Joe West, his daughter, and Cecile dying, or was it just his daughter dying? So his youngest one, so that he would obviously be scared, and everybody was paralyzed. They couldn't move. They were scared, and he was getting all his power. He was attacking the whole entire team, and it wasn't working. Everything that they were trying to do. Only when obviously Killer Frost, with the help of Chillbane, jumped into that chamber that Chester obviously rigged up, she became more powerful and she changed herself and said, "I'm not Killer Frost, I'm Hellfrost." And she attacked obviously Deathstorm. They were fighting in the air. It was very reminiscent to the Matrix 3 movie, The Matrix Revolutions, where Keanu Reeves was obviously his character Neo Anderson, or Mr. Anderson, was obviously fighting in there against Agent Smith, obviously, and they were punching and hitting each other. It felt like that a little bit. Um, when I see the show, obviously, and what obviously we see right now, with the whole entire situation, Deathstorm obviously is very powerful. I don't know how they're going to beat him. If Team Flash is going to try to trap him in another timeline, some type of black hole, will they try to throw him in a pocket dimension? I have no idea how they can trap him. He's obviously very powerful, and he can attack anybody on the team. And he has attacked everybody, and he's also attacking innocent people on the street and using their grief to feed off of it, make himself more powerful, so he can go on feeding frenzies. What happened in the last episode, which was season 8, episode 11, when it was called Death Rises. Obviously, when we saw him attacking a bunch of people at a carnival slash a fair, county fair, in a whole different city from Star City, and obviously, Central City, excuse me, not Star City, Central City, obviously. Um, yeah, Star City, excuse me. But anyways, he attacked a bunch of random people, fed on their grief. As you always see, it's like black smoke, and he inhales it, becomes more powerful, and he's able to become much more stronger and attack people. And I don't know how the team's going to stop him. Obviously, who they're going to be asking for help. Unfortunately, to help them is going to be a very fortunate situation for the team. But Killer Frost being dead, obviously, I don't know if she's going to come back, how they're going to do that. The next episode is called A Funeral for a Friend, where everybody's grieving and talking about Killer Frost, and how they miss her. There's a metahuman that's attacking a bank, and the whole entire team uses that as a distraction to move away from the fact that Killer Frost is dead. They're trying not to worry and stick on that, because they know that Deathstorm's going to be back, and he's going to obviously I don't know whose body he's going to take over, what form he's going to be in the shape of, but yeah, he's going to be back. He's not done yet. We'll see what happens with that. The show has been very fun. It's okay. But like I said, at certain points in time, it's been very, like I said, annoying with the new characters and people coming in and out of the show. And Chillbane, it was basically on the show finally after not being here. In this current episode, he was on the show for like 4 or 5, and because of him not being there, Sue Dearborn took his place and wasn't doing anything to help anyone. She was only there to console Iris and keep her calm with her spending money and them trying to find the girl whose name is Tenya's mother, who they ended up obviously finding, but Iris made her disappear because she has a time sickness that is now erasing stuff around her, and even herself is obviously being erased. And Dion, who is a time god, who is still missing, we haven't seen him at all, and I'm still wondering when he's going to pop up and appear again. That's basically it. Yeah, like I said, it's unfortunate that what happened with Killer Frost. She wanted to take everybody to take down Deathstorm by herself. She said, "This is my job. I've always been the one who has to protect Caitlin or Katie," and that's what's going to happen. I don't know how she's going to come back in what type of capacity, or if Killer Frost can come back in some type of way where Caitlin can give herself powers again, in some type of way, some neurological link can help her manifest Killer Frost and they can become one person again. I have no idea, because they used to just be one person before a freak accident split them into two in the last season, which was season 7, I think, or season 6. Basically, it's been like this for the past couple of seasons. Yeah, that's basically it. We'll see what happens. Like I said, in the rest of the show. The show will be back on next week, which will be for season 8, episode 13, which like I said is called Funeral for a Friend. And that's basically it. I don't know if there's going to be another villain on the show and what is going to go on with the Speed Force trying to help them take down, obviously, Deathstorm, and will Dion be back, and also the Speed Force. And there's lots of questions that need to be answered for the Flash for this season, going into the next one, which will be the last one, season 9. Unfortunately, it will be cut down. I don't know how many episodes they'll be getting, but it will be cut down, obviously, specifically because it'll be the last season and they don't want to pay the actors that much more money anymore, nearly as much as they used to, obviously, because the show's over. So that's usually what happens when lots of shows end. Now you've seen it with White Collar. I don't know if Burn Notice got a cut in half. Excuse me. I know White Collar did. They got less episodes because they were trying to pay less money for all the actors on the show, including Matt Bomer and everybody else. The guy who played Mozzie, who died a couple years ago, and all the other actors, Tiffany Erickson or something. I forgot her name. She played on Saved by the Bell. She was on the show White Collar, and all the other actors on the show. So it happens, obviously. But we'll see what happens with the rest of the show when it comes back on next week. The Flash, which will be season 8, episode 13, titled "Funeral for a Friend," where everybody's going to be mourning and talking about their love for Killer Frost and how they're going to try to avenge her, obviously, and how Deathstorm will obviously have to be stopped. How he comes back in what type of capacity and or shape or form, we don't know. Some meta-human distracts them with a bank robbery. I don't know how that goes. That's something that always happens on the show all the time. I don't know how this will be very different. We'll see what happens, obviously. That's going to be the distraction to get everybody away from Killer Frost in their mourning. They'll be focused on that mission at hand and obviously trying to take that meta-human down. There's no comments on this article, so that's basically it for my video. And thanks again for watching. That's all I have to say about this. Let me know what you have to think about the Flash. This current episode down in the comment section below if you have watched it or if you have not. That's it again for me. Thank you again for watching my video, and that's it. Again, thanks. Goodbye.